this Saturday, April 27th, right here at the Peacock Theater here in the City of Angels, folks. And of course, if you want to be a part of this historic event, there are still limited tickets available. All you got to do is go to bkfc.com to be live in person for history. If you want to watch it at home, of course, we can make that happen as well. You can go to the BKFC app, or you can purchase the pay-per-view at YouTube pay-per-view. Certainly something you don't want to miss. Also, tomorrow we will have the official weigh-ins right back here at the Peacock Theater. That's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also watch that on the app or on YouTube. Folks, with such a monumental event here in Los Angeles, of course, we have to have so many incredible partners to make that happen. Partners like Triller, Bucked Up, Brinks Armored Card, Rasha, Fubo TV, Grunt Style Apparel, OnlyFans, Conor McGregor's Forged Irish Stout, Savage Sip Coffee, Evirum, and Spirito Cocktails. And with that being said, let's meet the esteemed panel that we have here for you today, the fighters and the incredible personnel. First up, he is 4-0 in BKFC, and every time out, he continues to up his opponents and his wins more decisively. Following his win over Eddie Alvarez at BKFC 56, he became the king of violence. Please welcome Platin Mike Perry. Following an elite run in the UFC, this man came, saw, and conquered in the BKFC. 2-0 and the first ever BKFC middleweight champion. Now he's back to prove he is still the top dog, Thiago Pitbull Alvez. Our co-main event, a colossal athlete. This man has toed the line 4 times for the BKFC, 7 times as a bare knuckle fighter. He is 3-1 in his BKFC career, culminating with a TKO win over Arnold Adams to become the heavyweight championship of the world. Please welcome Mick Terrell. He is a force unlike any other in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. Since his debut in the company, he's delivered unforgettable moments inside and outside the squared circle. He gives up his light heavyweight and cruiserweight title for the chance at GOAT status and the heavyweight champion. Please welcome Lorenzo, the Juggernaut Hunt. Now the biggest athlete in BKFC has had a massive start since his debut knockout in 2022. Following an incredible MMA career, he's been looking to go 3-0 and on track for a heavyweight title shot. Please welcome Big Ben Rothwell. Explosive, the best way to describe our next fighter. He's been a highlight reel heavyweight since day one in MMA and now looks to show BKFC that he is champion material. Please welcome Todd Duffy. A world champion boxer with over 30 professional bouts, countless titles, and a litany of big knockout. Now he turns to BKFC, where he sheds the gloves, toes the line against a dangerous BKFC veteran, Jeremiah Riggs. Please welcome to the BKFC, Alfredo Pero Angulo. And the man, the visionary that brought bare knuckle fighting to the modern era and to its biggest heights today. Please welcome the founder and the president of BKFC, David Feldman. Now, we are going to turn this over to the press here, but we're going to get things started here with just one question for everybody here on the stage. We're going to start with Mike Perry. You know, Mike, you have been with the company, and ever since you have made just incredible highlights with us. Now you see we're in Los Angeles, California, on the biggest stage of them all. How's it feel to be on top of the card, the main event, once again?
Ah, man, I'm honored to be on top of the card of these crazy fights. These fights are going to be insane. All these guys, they're going to get me warmed up. I'm going to be watching a lot of these fights in the back. And then I'll get to go out, and I'll be excited to perform myself. And, you know, I got to steal the show. These guys are trying to steal the show from me. I got to take it up a notch at the end of the night.
And then we turn over to your opponent, Thiago Alvez. Now, Thiago, of course, you went 2-0. You became champion in the BKFC. You stepped away. Now you come back, and you see Mike Perry has been on an incredible tear. He has stayed busy inside of that squared circle. Is that going to be a problem? Is there going to be any rust when you step in on Saturday?
No, I prepare myself. I prepare my mind, my body, and I'm ready to go.
No, you're not.
Oh, I am. Trust me.
No, you ain't ready for this.
Oh, dude, you see it.
Ain't ready.
All right, let's go over to our heavyweight champion, Mick Terrell. Obviously, listen, it didn't take but just moments before we started this press conference that you and Lorenzo Hunt were nose to nose, already kind of talking to each other. Lorenzo, very animated, did not want to be sitting on the side of the table that he is right now. What do you make of Lorenzo Hunt as it's only just a few days away till you actually step in there against one of the greatest that's ever done it?
I think the thing with Lorenzo is, I think he's well suited back at school. I think he's got the mental age of a 10-year-old. He's like a school bully. I think he'd be well suited there.
Well, let's go over to Lorenzo Hunt, a two-division champion, certainly in the conversation of GOAT status here in the BKFC, steps up to any opponent and now looks for his third championship title. Lorenzo, you're on the eve of possibly being the greatest that's ever done it inside the squared circle. How are you feeling as you get ready to go after the heavyweight championship?
I feel great. I'm already the best that's ever done it. I'm already the GOAT. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to the numbers, but I got more fights and more wins than everybody up here combined. There's no fucking way I should be sitting on the B side. So, I bled for this. Teeth, blood, bones. My wife lost a child in pursuit of this, and I never called out a fight. Don't fucking sit me on the B side while I sit next to bums, guys with 4 fights, 2 fights, 1 fight, no fight, no fight, 12 fights. Stop the fucking games. That's why I was upset. So as far as the IQ thing and the mental of a 10-year-old, what are you talking about? I'm the upper echelon, you idiot. You just got here.
Let's send it over to Big Ben Rothwell. Ben, you were supposed to go toe-to-toe with Todd Duffy. Obviously, an illness hit. You were unable to compete up in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now you are back. You look more focused than ever. How excited are you to get back inside that square circle?
I don't know what the other side is, but on this side, I look like I'm the only one that's got the BKFC shirt on. And the reason is I love this company. David Feldman and the BKFC staff are trailblazers. They're making history. Each one of these events are historic, and I want to be a part of that. And that's why this event means so much to me. I'm out here to perform. I want to set my place in history in the bare knuckle platform.
No doubt about it. Let's go across here on the dais. Let's go to Todd Duffy. Todd, you're looking to make your debut in the BKFC. You were excited to do that in Salt Lake City. You were unable to do so, and you had a lot of words. You said a lot of things about Big Ben Rothwell. Now you're about to do it just a few days away. How are you feeling ahead of your BKFC debut?
I'm going to go out and make history on Saturday night.
Just like that. We getting one of those highlight reel finishes?
Always.
All right, we'll see. And then, folks, let's go to Alfredo Angulo here. And if we can get a translator here, I believe we got a translator that can step up. Of course, Alfredo is a world champion boxer, a man that has made history. And obviously, we've had a great history with boxers that have stepped over here, like our current champion, Austin Trout. Alfredo, you are about to take the gloves off and fight in the BKFC for the very first time. What are your feelings?
Me siento muy contento de ser parte de Bernaco. Voy contento, excited de pelear este sábado y van a ver lo que hace un mexicano arriba del ring.
I'm very excited to be part of Bare Knuckle. You guys are going to see a spectacular performance tomorrow or Saturday, and you're going to see what it is to be a Mexican Bare Knuckle fighter.
Yeah. And now, David Feldman, I'm going to welcome you up here to the podium, but obviously you've seen this thing grow so large, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it culminates in this massive event, the first ever event in California, in the biggest city, the biggest market. Here we are in Los Angeles. Give me your feelings. Step up to the podium and address this incredible audience. Tell me what you think about KnuckleMania 4.
Thank you, Cyrus. I mean, are you guys not fucking excited? Yeah. This is fucking unbelievable. Listen, we have been, Mike Perry warned me about that too. I was gonna fall on that. First of all, I want to thank a bunch of people. I want to thank Andy Foster and the California State Athletic Commission. This was not an easy hurdle for us to get over with him, and I want to thank him for welcoming us with open arms to California. From Hollywood, Florida to Hollywood, California, we are fucking here. I want to thank you to my team. My team is just incredible. They work tirelessly 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I love you guys, and it's all about the pay the fuck off. I want to thank my sponsors. So I know a lot of times we go, it's presented by this sponsor or presented by that sponsor, but I really want to thank my sponsors, because without my sponsors, I wouldn't have the money to pay you guys. I wouldn't have the money to put these shows on, and they support us, and they give us, really so much support. So I want to shout out each and every one of them. Bucked Up, first of all, they've been with us for a long time. They've extended their agreement with us another 2 years into 2027. Ryan Gardner and his brother, his team, it's just amazing. We have a co-branded product with them called Knockout Punch pre-workout, so go check that out. That's GNC in the Vitamin Shop. That's, again, it's like truly humbling knowing that these guys want to use the brand that we built to co-brand with to sell products. It's really, really unbelievable, man. Brinks Armored Card, so you saw the Brinks trucks all around. They carry the big bags of cash that you guys are going to walk out with. They came out with the Brinks Armored Card. It's a prepaid card. It's a phenomenal product. I'm going to talk a lot about it at the show, but Brinks is going to be a very, very big sponsor for us. Savage Sip Coffee. A new sponsor just came on our last fight. We're also going to do a co-branded, we're going to announce that here next week, our co-branded coffees with them. We have 3 different coffees with them, and it's going to be amazing. Another partner is Rasha. Rasha is it's an unbelievable product that's going to be great for your mind, body, and soul. You're going to hear a lot about it as we move forward more and more. We're going to really integrate them into a lot of things that's going to help the fighters out, but upgrade the championship mindset with Rasha. Rasha is just, it's really a fantastic thing. I did it once, and when you guys get a hold of this thing, it's going to change your life. Grunt Style Apparel, we're going to have a lot of new drops coming out. I know we've been stagnant with our merchandise and just had the same old designs, but we've got a lot of really cool drops coming out with Grunt Style, and that's going to be amazing. Conor McGregor's Forged Irish Stout. I mean, you don't have to say much more. You got the biggest name in combat sports, and his product is sponsoring us, and that says a lot right there. Avirum, it's a waste management company. It's also one of our partners out of Canada. Just a phenomenal partner that they've been. Fubo Sports. Fubo has really helped us grow. We have the record amount of viewership on Fubo Sports outside of any soccer matches, 5.4 million views. It's just been, a phenomenal partnership with them. We just renewed also on, a lot of you guys, whenever you hear this announced, you go, ooh, OnlyFans has just renewed for us for another year. They've been a phenomenal partner to us and to a lot of our fighters as well. So I really want to thank my man, Roy Salter. And Spirito Cocktails, it's a new one. He's actually a guy I just met. He's from Italy, and he's going to co-brand some products with us as well. So I'm sorry I took a little time there, but I have to thank the sponsors and not just say, hey, we're sponsored by this guy, but thank these guys, because these guys, without them, we wouldn't be able to put these shows on. So thanks again to all our sponsors. We also got a book coming out. It's called the Bare Knuckle Book. It's written by Staten Bonner. It features Bobby Gunn and myself. It's the journey, really, of what we did in all the underground to get this thing to where it is. A lot of people don't really know the story of what happened and the sacrifices we had to make and the things that we did to get here. But this book tells it all. It's a tell-all story of Bobby Gunn and our journey to get here to where we are today at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'm so excited. Like, literally, I've been traveling all over the world this week. I haven't slept. I'm so tired, and I'm jumping through my skin. I'm so excited about this event. I think it's going to be the best event we ever had. I mean, Alfredo Angulo, I used to die to watch his fights on TV. Like, I'm so excited to see him fight for us. Todd Duffy has one of the fastest knockouts in UFC history. Lorenzo Hunt, I mean, he is arguably the GOAT of bare knuckle. You got Thiago Alvez, who is 2-0 with us. Mike Perry, who's the face of the organization right now. Mick Terrell, who always comes to fight. He's the champ. And one of my favorite guys in the whole organization, Ben Rothwell, man. He really supports us. I just wanted to say thank you to the fighters, man, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. You guys bleed for us. You risk your life for us day in and day out. And we give the fans and the media and everybody else what they want to see. So thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the fighters. And let's fucking go. Saturday night, April 27th, let's fucking go.
All right, so I think Brian Socha is going to be taking the microphone around here. So any sort of questions that we have for our fighters and for David Feldman, let's go ahead and get that going.
My first question is for Lorenzo. Everything you've said you're going to do, you've done. A lot of people are out here saying that Mick's too big for you, going up in weights, a bad move. What do you say to the naysayers that are still saying you don't have a shot when you have the proven track record?
To all the naysayers, naysayers say nay. You know, they're sheep. They're followers. They just look. They don't fight. They don't know. They have no heart. They just look and they shoot a shot and they say, it's off. When it goes in, they say nothing. They don't say sorry. They don't say I was wrong. They just wait for you to shoot again so they can say, it's going to miss eventually. I don't fucking miss. For example, 2021, knockout of the night candidate for Fighter of the Year. 2022, Fighter of the Year. 2023, knockout of the year. 2024, 3-division champ. Stupid. You don't watch the show. I am the show. I'm not the face of bare knuckle as they keep telling me. I'm the knuckles of bare knuckle.
Yeah. For you, Mick, this is definitely a completely opposite character comparison. Different character, sorry. You are very relaxed, very reserved, quiet. Do you think that Lorenzo goes over the line with some of his boisterous juggernaut style?
That's just the way he is, and he tried to call us a white supremacist last week. I was like, I don't know where that come from. You know, I've never shown any indication of that. I think his mouth opens, shit falls out. You know, that's just the way it is. If he's got nothing to say, he just fills an empty room. You must think he's just going to say something. And that's the way he is. Can't help it. He's just narcissistic.
I'm going to reply to that. A lot of you people, like I said, you're all new to this, you're all fans. I spent nearly 10 years in a place in prison, wrongfully convicted for a crime I didn't commit. It took nearly 10 years for them to figure the bullshit out. That's a place where you need to know and recognize Aryan Brotherhood tattoos. He is covered in them. I'm not stupid. It's life or death if you don't know what you know. And I know. So you can play the nice guy, but I know because it's life or death for me for a very long time.
On my stomach.
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off. Store of David right there.
Take your shirt off. Show him. Take your shirt off.
Like I say, you just open your mouth and shit falls out. You think you've got to say something and something falls out and it's shit. It stinks of shit.
Thailand with the Weekly Bus. This is for Lorenzo. Champ, you are going to compete for the 3-division world champion. I think people should put a more importance on that because you are right now recognized as the GOAT, but you are about to solidify that exact answer in that title. With that becoming said, if that does happen and you are the 3-division world champion, are you planning to stay in the heavyweight division or are you going to venture off like you like to do and take everyone else's belts?
Out of my love and respect for this company, I've decided to let David Feldman choose the path. I spent a lot of time as a light heavyweight champion, nearly 3 years as the reigning defending champion over 2 divisions. It's kind of stagnated the divisions. It's made it where the people don't even want to try. I struck a deal with Dave to go for the heavyweight championship and to allow the division some room to breathe. So after I become the world 3-division champ, I will allow the other divisions to name new champions. If something shakes or somebody does something I don't like, then maybe I'll pop back down and kick their ass and take it back. But for right now, I'll let them breathe.
The next question is for Mike Perry. You've become quite huge lately. You were also really big in UFC, but with BKFC's superstardom, you become the face of it now. You know, Lorenzo likes to say he's the knuckles of it, but you're clearly the face of bare knuckle. And when you go against a veteran like Alvez, are you thinking any differently than you have when you went with Eddie or anything like that? As far as like dialing in, because I know there's a lot of outside influence coming in, and then, like, what are you doing to prepare mentally for Alvez?
If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. You know what I mean? I've been on the same path all this time since I got here, and it's putting my knuckles up against people's face when I sign to fight them. You know, they come, they call, they offer a name, and I say yes to it, and I prepare. I got my team, and we do what we got to do. And, you know, I think I've had a tough selection of fights in bare knuckle, which is why that I get that credential that I could be and am the face of bare knuckle, and I'm on top of the card, and I'm grateful for it. People know the intensity that I put into this, and it shows in my fights. Mike Perry only knows how to fight one way, and I'm coming after you.
We're over here. This question's for David Feldman. Chris Jensen, Bare Knuckle News. Boss, you got 4 of the probably toughest heavyweights sitting up there with you, and they're fighting tomorrow night, one for a belt. Could this also be maybe an elimination title for the next heavyweight defense?
It probably makes a lot of sense. Obviously, I want to see the way the fights go tomorrow night. I mean, on a Saturday night, and if they go the way that I think they're going to go, absolutely, it's going to be a world championship fight and an eliminator at the same time. But I'm not going to say that because I don't think that Todd Duffy and Ben Rothwell has even a 1% chance of being a boring fight. But if it is for some reason, then we'll rethink it. But I can't see that happening, and I see it lining up that way.
Question for Mike Perry. Your last two opponents were former UFC champions. You're now stepping into the ring with somebody who's held BKFC gold. How do you view Thiago in comparison to your last couple opponents?
I've been saying it for years. Next one's the best one, and this is the next one, you know. And I've been climbing. Every fight has been better than the last, and it's been a tougher opponent. They found a way to find me bigger names, better names, or names that just were, you know, bigger when you look at the details. You know, the fact that he was a BKFC champion, and you know, I don't think he ever beat a UFC champion, and I did. And now, because I've been winning like this in BKFC, I mean, my last fights didn't go more than 4 minutes. So I think he's bringing it, and I can't wait to meet him in the middle on Saturday and take that credit that he got as a bare knuckle champion, and then, you know, I'll really be established in this game.
And for Thiago, it's been a while since we've seen you in the squared circle. If there was another name on the other end of that phone call, would we see you come back? Or was it the Mike Perry name that brought you back?
It was the Mike Perry name and the money.
Way to elaborate on that one there, Baldy.
Question for both Mike Perry and Thiago. There's been some crazy knockouts already in 2024, some crazy moments in combat sports. A couple weeks ago, we saw 2 guys agree to kind of meet in the center. They pointed to the ground, they threw away all strategy, and you know, just threw down. So here at KnuckleMania, can we get our King of Violence moment where the 2 of you guys mutually agree to throw strategy out the window and just throw down?
I mean, that was my strategy from the beginning.
Yeah, we kind of met in the middle already, you know, so it's going to happen.
You ain't going to meet in the middle. You're going to run.
Dude, I'll be right there, right
scared,
in front of you, brother.
Be patient.
Trust me.
All right, if you're in front of me, then you get knocked out.
No, I won't. I'm too slick, bro.
Ain't nothing slick about you.
You're
You're
too
boring.
stiff, man. You're stiff as a board. You got a big old head like that, can't
You're
miss.
boring.
I got some bonus money if you guys want to stand in that center in the circle and bang it up.
Aiming for that bonus.
Question for Lorenzo Hunt. Mix said throughout the times that you guys have met that he's going to put you on your back foot. He's going to walk you down. What is your response to that?
Good luck with that.
And then for Mick Terrell, you brought this up the first time when you won the title. You said Lorenzo's too short. I can't even see him talking in the back. Do we know how tall Lorenzo is?
Lorenzo says, I remember watching the fight Lorenzo put on, he was 6'3". he's not 6'3". And then he now says he's 6 foot, but like, I don't even think he's 6 foot. I mean, if we want to measure this, I've actually brought a tape measure. Lorenzo wants to take off his Cuban heels.
If you want to measure something.
You're going to take off your shoes and take them lifts out of your shoes. I bet you about 5'10",
we can, if you really want to measure something, since you brought a ruler, we can figure out who the heavyweight champ is. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
I throw my name in the hat for the measurement.
This one's for the boss, David Feldman. I don't want to take too much from LA because I think this is an amazing thing. You've gotten to California, you got it done, but I can't help but think of the future. The future looks so bright. How close are we getting to Vegas?
We're getting close to everywhere. I mean, there's really no one that has any reason to say no to the sport anymore, right? We didn't just create a promotion. We didn't create a sport. We created a phenomenon, and they have to let us in now. You know, when I first started this thing, the media wasn't writing about us. And I said, you know, we went on to some of the biggest shows now, and I said, you're one of the guys that said you would never talk about us, and they're talking about us. And when we sell the kind of tickets we sell and we do the kind of views we do, they really can't say no to us anymore.
Question for David Feldman, non-related to KnuckleMania. We just found out that Christine Faria lost her opponent for Mohegan Sun in a couple weeks. Do you guys have a plan for a replacement or a rescheduling of that fight?
We'll talk about that. I'm working on something for Christine, so we'll know soon.
I have a question for Lorenzo. What will it be for you to, for your legacy, to be a 3-time champion in 3 different weight classes?
Honestly, like I said, when I came into this organization, I came through the tryouts. Shout out to everybody who's going to the tryouts and doing what they need to do to get in position to be great. I came right into this organization and I knew for a fact what I would be and how it would go. And I told everybody, but they didn't believe me. And then I started on the path and I took the 185 title and I told everybody how I would do it and when I would do it, and I did it, and they still didn't believe me. So after I become the triple world champ, I'll grab the mic from my friend Cyrus and I'll say, do you fucking believe me now? That's what it means to me. Do you believe me now?
I don't let people take my mic, but I'll let you take the mic if you get 3 championships in 3 divisions. Oh, shit. Fair enough.
This question's for Alvez. Alvez, you made a comment before that Mike Perry was being protected. Why do you feel like that, and who do you feel like was protecting him from you?
We were supposed to fight a long time ago when I became a champion, and that fight never happened. We kind of have the same management, and that was one of the reasons I walk away, because we're going to get the fight done, we're going to get the money. And, I just didn't want to sit and wait around, so,
Because you're boring. You couldn't get the money because you weren't getting paid, and you weren't getting paid the money you wanted, and your opponents weren't getting paid to fight you.
No.
And they never even called me as that was an option. And you're the reason we didn't fight the first time. And now I came in the company, started slaying shit, and got paid. And now you coming for a paycheck. And you know what happens when you come for that check?
Almost 3 years without fight. Now they call me in to the biggest fight,
Because of me, you better thank me that you get this opportunity, because I'm the one who made noise over here, and you were like, oh shit, now I can finally get a little bit of money.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of money.
And you coming for the money.
Knock the fuck out too.
Bro, you gonna get knocked the fuck out, bro. With your bald ass head, bitch, with those fucking ugly ass wrinkles you got in your head. With your fat brain.
Here, man.
Stupid.
It's just smooth for you, bro.
Ain't nothing smooth about you. Look at your big ass nose. You got a pig nose. You look like Mrs. Piggy.
You got a big old ass head.
Okay, bitch. Well, your punches ain't gonna do nothing to it.
You see it. You see it.
You got a bald ass head, bitch.
For now.
Question for El Perro Angulo. With everything you accomplished as a professional boxer, everybody knows you're a stellar Mexican fighter, Mexican Olympian, WBO champion. What is it that drew you to the fastest growing combat sport in the world, BKFC?
yo creo que cuando me hicieron la oferta, me emocioné mucho porque nací para pelear. Y yo creo que el sábado en la noche vas a ver un perro nuevo, renovado, que va a salir a morder desde el que suene la campana.
When I got the offer, it was like new life, a new reason to train, new reason to fight. I was born to fight. And when I got this offer, I was awakened, and Saturday night, the dog is coming out to bite.
Hey, one more question.
Hey, this is for Ben Rothwell. Ben, you have been around, 21 years now. You fought at Militich, Tim Sylvia, the UFC. You've fought pretty much anybody that would stand in front of you. You've kickboxed. Now you're facing Todd Duffy. You guys have known each other for a long time. You've both been around a long time. How do you think this fight's going to play out?
First of all, wait, don't you coach him? The hell are you asking questions for? Huh? I was gonna be like, hey, you guys, we're gonna come here and always gonna ask a question. So at least he got one question out there. It's gonna be a great fight. We all know why this fight got made. And everybody knows our fighting style. You know what you're coming to see. For me personally, though, this has been a journey since I joined this company. And for once, many, many years, I have an appreciation I've never felt and had before. Like, I'm really truly fighting for something more than just a paycheck. This really means a lot to me to be a part of this company, to grow this, to build this. This is why I want to fight, because I am coming for that belt. Sorry, guys, I am, because I want to take that belt, and as soon as I have it, I want to go to as many events live as I can to thrust myself into the fans, and it's really what it's about. The fans are incredible. Every event I go to, I'm blown away, and they're why I do this, and I can't wait to fight them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, all of these things will be going down on Saturday night here at the Peacock Theater, starting at 6 p.m. for our free prelims. That is Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first face-offs. The face-offs happen directly after this break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here at the Peacock Theater.
Trust yourself.
Who owns combat sports now? The king of violence!
Down goes Michael Page in round one. Jason Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. Right-handed, down goes Julie Diaz. Three-punch combination in sequence there from Alvez.
I'm the king of this shit, man. When it comes to trading punches, stay in the pocket, nobody can fuck with me.
Throwing the big right-handed answer, knockdown number
And welcome back here to the Peacock Theater. Folks, we are going to have the face-offs right now. Let's start it off with one of our feature bouts, Jeremiah Riggs and Alfredo Angulo. And now let's bring up the biggest fight of the night by size. Let's bring up Big Ben Rothwell and Todd Duffy. And now our co-main event for the BKFC Heavyweight Championship of the World, Champion Mick Terrell and challenger Lorenzo Hunt. And now the main event, the battle of the undefeateds. Former BKFC middleweight champion Thiago Pitbull Alvez, the king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry, your KnuckleMania 4 main event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it all happened Saturday, April 27th, right here at the Peacock Theater, and what is going to be the biggest event in BKFC history. Make sure to go to BKFC.com for ticket information, for viewing information as well. Catch it on YouTube TV or the BKFC app. I'm Cyrus Fees, and we will see you Saturday night at KnuckleMania 4.
Who owns combat sports now? The king of violence!
In round one, is Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. Right-handed, down goes Julie Diaz. Three-punch combination in sequence there from Alvez.
I'm the king.